This latest addition to Addiesdive's lineup might just be their best yet, and what's even better is it's an original design. Today we're taking a look at a watch that has absolutely no business costing just $100. It's packed with great specs, a surprisingly really detailed dial, and nicely finished case and bracelet. The big standout feature of the AD2094 is definitely the dial. The grainy texture paired with this gradient effect is executed perfectly. It elevates the watch, gives it a ton of character, and looks good in person. Sometimes these kind of dials could come across as a little cheesy, or even worse, look like it's molded from plastic. But Addiesdive did a great job. This model comes in two other colors, blue and green, though I couldn't resist this gray version. I thought the color was a bit more versatile. The way it darkens just a bit towards the edges adds a sweet effect and more depth. Addiesdive uses two different logos, the one you see here with the old school looking cursive text, and their logo that consists of two crossed spear guns over a pair of diving goggles. I very much prefer the cursive option, so it's great to see it here and being used more and more often. There's also some text above the 6, helping to fill in that gap just a bit. Sitting on top of the dial are tiki-style pointed hour markers. That is another great feature because of their polished framing and application of lume. They also tie in nicely with the framing around the date window, which has a cool angled design, mimicking the markers, creating a seamless look. The hands were definitely another awesome design choice with the arrow shape on the minute and pointers on the others. They look good, well made, and polished, helping with legibility and a nice visual pop when they hit the light. Like the hour markers, the hands also have an application of lume. On top is a K1 mineral crystal, which is basically a hard leck, same as what Seiko uses. Of course, we all would love sapphire, but with a dial as gorgeous as this one, it makes sense to use a crystal that offers better clarity, and mineral pretty much always wins over sapphire in this area. The K1 is domed and thick, adding a little bit of a vintage look and nice detail. The case is always an important aspect of any watch, and this definitely gets the job done and more. A solid, slightly heavy piece of 316L stainless steel that's been polished on the sides and brushed on top, creating nice separation and contrast. The dimensions come in at 39mm in diameter, 13 in thickness, and 48mm in total length, lug to lug. The finishing is done very well, something I've found Addiesdive to be consistent with. The lugs slope downward a little bit, so it will sit on the wrist comfortably, and I like how they taper towards the ends, giving a more refined look. Sitting on the case is, of course, the bezel, which is fixed and polished. It utilizes a step-down design, so where it meets the case, it angles straight up and then curves towards the crystal. A nice little detail that gives the watch more visual appeal. The crown does screw down, helping to achieve the 100 meters of water resistance, and it's a bit on the smaller side, which I think plays well with the design of the watch. I think a larger crown would take away from the overall look. As far as the bracelet, it matches the quality of the rest of the watch. So yeah, it's really well made. Solid links, thick, fully articulates and wraps around the wrist with ease. Following the same execution on the case, it's polished on the sides and brushed on top, blending it in nicely with the case. The clasp uses a push-button security closure, it's fully milled, and features 5 micro-adjustment holes to help get that perfect fit. Powering the engine inside is the go-to affordable automatic movement, the Seiko NH35. It has hand winding, hacking, it's durable, and tried and tested. I have a 7-inch wrist and it wears fantastic. It definitely would accommodate smaller or larger wrist sizes. This watch cost around $100, and you would be hard-pressed to find something else that has this level of details and finishing at this price point. Let me know what you think of this one. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.